All right, y'all, we back with another one, man. Y'all know how we do. Always pushing health, wealth, and a better understanding of self. So, y'all see the thumbnail. Y'all know my usual, man. Y'all go ahead and hit that like button. Push me on the algorithm. I greatly appreciate it. Snoop Dogg is getting backlash. I'm going to go over Pink Book lessons. Shout out to her. She always be on top of industry news. And we got to stand on business with this LGBT community and how they be trying to, have backlash about opinions, and it's like, if we don't like it, we don't like it, we want it out. It's just, it is what it is. Okay. It's like, should we ban Disney? We may have to cancel Disney, and anybody, I think it's bigger than Disney. It's like Hollywood. It's just the whole Hollywood is just sick. Now they got Lil Nas X and that's a whole nother story. Man. I'm gonna go over the video, man. Pink Book lessons, man. I got Officer Grady go over him. A immigrant attacked a ICE agent. It's been big news. And I'm gonna go over Shedeur Sanders. He been trying to get his, make his name in the league with the prime equity. The prime equity. It's a prime equity clause that they got. So Cage Monkey. What you talk about, man? I think the rap community is pretty shitty as well, not to mention niggas in general. What you want to do? All right, let's go over this though. Kick homie off of it.
Even hate for this. So recently Snoop Dogg would go on a podcast where he would explain his experience with his grandson to go see the Disney movie Lightyear. And in the movie, there was a gay couple that ended up having a son. And when his grandson asked how, he didn't know how to answer that. And now people are mad at him because he said he's scared to go to the movies. And it's understandable because no one should have to be put in that position to explain to a minor what any of that is. Because at that point, you're just indoctrinating their minds just how movies like this are trying to do on a subconscious level. I honestly feel like when it comes to stuff like this, you got to leave the kids alone. But y'all pay attention to the interview and let me know your thoughts below.
I took my grandson to see what was the movie with Buzz Light?
Toy Story?
Not that one, but
the new Buzz, the Lightyear. I think it's called Lightyear.
Yeah, Keke Palmer's in that movie.
Okay.
She plays like the daughter. So we watching it, and the lady, which is Keke's mama, they move on into the space years. They move down the line. They're like, that she had a baby with a woman. Oh, my grandson in the middle of the movie like, Papa Snoop, how she have a baby with a woman? She a woman. Oh, I didn't come in for this. I just came and watched the goddamn movie. Hey, man, watch the movie. They just said she had a baby. They both women's. How did she have a baby? Shh. Movie ain't over with. So it's like, I'm scared to go to the movies now. Like, y'all throwing me in the middle of that I don't have an answer for.
I'm gonna tell you why the Snoop Dogg comment is irritating me so much. And if you don't know what Snoop Dogg said, let me tell
you. So here we go. We already see where she going with this. But I mean, that's a real interesting, funny story to make it to where I'm interested to hear what she got.
Tell you real quick, and I'm obviously going to paraphrase it. He was being interviewed, and he was complaining that he brought his grandkid to Lightyear, the movie Lightyear. It's a Pixar movie. I personally didn't see Lightyear, but I guess there's parents in the movie that are moms. So same-sex marriage. He's complaining that they're putting it everywhere, and like, now I'm gonna have to explain things. And like, I'm not even gonna get into that argument of it, because it's like, oh, okay, you don't want to have to explain things. There's really nothing to explain. It's just like, that kid has two moms. Like, there's no explanation needed. But aside from that, the first thing that comes to my mind is how I don't think that Snoop Dogg would have any problem whatsoever having a music video or watching a music video where two women are making out. And all I'm saying is, if you have a problem with women being depicted in a relationship together and not a problem with women making out at parties, why? And I didn't hear once Snoop Dogg come out and say in the early 2000s, All of you need to stop putting women making out in your videos. Not once. He was pretty silent on that. So yeah, I'm a little sad. I feel like we lost Snoop Dogg, but I had already known that because I saw his true colors during the election. This didn't shock me at all. And don't come in the comment section like, oh, is this just a movie for kids? Okay, your kids are going to see everything in life. Are you not trying to prepare them? Are you not a parent? When my kid asks a question, why does that person have two moms? I go, because they do. Next question.
I don't want my kid watching that because then I'm going to have to explain things to them. Then explain things to your kid. Is that not what you're supposed to be doing?
So Uncle Snoop said that he went and took his nephew to watch a movie, and in the movie they had a couple that had two moms and a child. What is he talking about? That he was scared. He didn't know what to tell his nephew. Tell him the same shit you tell him when you see two straight couples with a child. I don't remember my mom ever telling me, yes, these two couples, you know, they go and they do this, and then they do this, and then this connects to this. Nah, y'all don't tell kids explicit about sex when they are young anyway. I mean, and if you do, that's kind of crazy. That's a little weird, right? Like my mom used to tell me, well, when two people love each other, they make a baby. Why can't you say that with people that are not straight?
Because it's also weird and out of order to be talking to a child about homo activities. That's twisted. What makes somebody a part of the ABC community is them having relations with the same gender, period. So why in the world should a child's cartoon, a Disney movie at that, slide that in? That's sick. That's demonic. Kids are supposed to enjoy a movie. That content shouldn't have been there in the first place. But of course, this country is crawling with devils. People don't even know who God is anymore. They don't fear him. And then wonder why destruction is nonstop. Why every single day there's some new madness tearing the place apart. This country.
Now, what's crazy though, I'm gonna stop her right there because the white lady was like, it's rap videos. He don't got a problem with a rap video going in there. That is, and my point is that's the same people that's running Hollywood and running this stuff. But I don't think she made a good comparison. This is exclusively for kids. I don't think you would want your kids even watching no rap video.
Country is in chaos because Satan is multiplied and taken over, resting inside of all these people living amongst us. And right now, you got the weirdo white hippies calling themselves canceling Snoop Dogg, and the brainless black hippies following right behind them like sheep, the same ones who always prove they'll follow these people straight to destruction, all because Snoop went to a movie with his grandson, a movie designed for kids. And the grandson was confused when he saw two women with a baby on screen. Of course, he's confused. Everybody knows it's supposed to be mom and dad, not mom and mom. So Snoop had to deal with his grandson asking questions he shouldn't have been forced to ask in the first place. Disney blindsided the audience. And now the bull ring devil circus of TikTok is melting down, trying to crucify him for just telling the truth.
What the Snoop? He really is a grandpa now, isn't he? He performs at a Trump thing, and then all of a sudden he's gone wacko. I think they put something in the filtration or the air at all of Trump's rallies, and it does something to people, but they don't even know it. The question was, they're two girls. How do they have a baby? You can't just tell them that they adopted her. Then watch the movie, Snoop. It messed him up and he's scared. Snoop is scared to go to the movies because he might have to answer some questions. Oh, but conservatives are fine with putting the 10 Commandments in schools and expecting teachers to answer questions like, what is adultery? Yeah, especially when there are certain political leaders who have broken that 10 Commandment. But not only that, they're supposed to be role models. And like the role model first lady, you can easily find nude photos of her. But this explaining how two women have a baby together is the problem. I mean, damn, what is Snoop smoking?
Snoop Dogg says that Lightyear scared him from seeing movies because of all the LGBTQ stuff in it. Man, that must be a lot of LGBTQ stuff in a movie in order to be so scared to go see any movie.
And look at this smarty pants trying to minimize it. Correction. There shouldn't
For
be
real.
any LGBT stuff in content designed for children. Period. None.
None at all. And it's crazy when you got to talk about somebody else's principles and morals about kids. When you get online and somebody saying, look, I don't think this is appropriate for kids. And you gotta find something because something that aligns with their principles and morals don't want that for their kids. And you have a problem with it. It's crazy. That's all I'm saying. It's like, that's crazy. You don't even respect that. You know what I mean? They want kids to have an environment where they don't have to be advertised certain things that they shouldn't be advertised.
Zero. Not even a little bit. It's like he's saying it's just this. Nah, how about none?
All right, let's see this egregious, over the top, overly sexual LGBTQ content that got him so scared. Oh, that's it, by the way. That's it.
Damn liberal.
And that's too much, you flipping weirdo. He's up here trying to defend this being placed in a kid's movie. The devil himself trying to
See, this is why we'll be talking about the Epstein case and all of this, is because this is what we talking about, man. A lot of them weirdos be in Hollywood, and they're probably the same people that got to do with this little Epstein stuff and this weirdo behavior.
convince the rest of the public that it's just a little bit. It's not so bad.
From the entire movie, that's it. So, yeah.
So there are actually people upset with Snoop Dogg because he said he doesn't want his grandson being introduced to homosexuality in a Disney movie. Why are you mad? If you're really upset about the whole Snoop Dogg situation, I'm staying far away from you because obviously you're a weirdo. Kids should not know about sex. I thought everybody knew that. Apparently not.
There's still a lot of people out there that don't understand how it was that Trump was able to win the election, man. But Snoop Dogg right now, right, just said in an interview that he went to take his grandson, right, to the new Lightyear movie. Now, Snoop Dogg is old school. He says, man, that in the movie, right, the mom had a baby with a woman, right? Two women had a baby, right? So he's just watching it, whatever. He's not thinking nothing of it, right? But the grandson is like, wait, how did she have a baby with a woman? They just said that she had a baby with a woman. How can two women have a baby? And Snoop Dogg is just like, bro, like, shut up, man. The movie hasn't finished yet, but like the kid is not letting it go, which is a very good question. And Snoop Dogg says, I came here to watch a movie, and now they're putting me in a situation that I don't want to be in. Like, I don't even know what to say to the kid. Well, he felt his grandson right there because kids know the truth. They see the truth. They have not been programmed the way most of us have. Like, they see things for what they are. You understand what I'm saying? So that was a good opportunity for him to let them know, yeah, that's them bad crazy Democrats trying to push an agenda on the people. And that's exactly why Trump won, bro, because they was trying to make everybody gay, everybody trans, and they're trying to force this idea that two same-sex couples, man, can have a baby. It's like insane, bro. And those Democrats are never gonna come back, bro, up until the point where they just let that go. Like, just let that one thing go and y'all get in power again. But the Democrats are never gonna get into positions of power again if they continue pushing that to the people, because people haven't forgot. The people haven't forgot. They'll talk
for real. We see this, bro. You're not putting out a good product for the people. People will argue you down about about liberals, bro. They'll argue you down about something about politics. Snoop should have told the real. From the mouths of babies comes the truth. For real. I agree with you on that, what he said. But the DNC, bro, you can't force nothing.
Trump now, oh my God, what he's doing. But they haven't forgot, bro. I'm telling y'all, man. So for the next presidential election, bro, y'all better let that one go, because I'm telling y'all never gonna win again in America, bro, if y'all keep trying to force people to believe or think that that's possible. Crazy.
Well, the next election, they won't be running against Trump. The only defense they had for the last 10 years was Orange Man Bad. Well, it's over for Orange Man Bad after this last term. So what's next? You won't be able to scare people with Trump anymore, so people are going to strictly look at principles. If your principles don't line up with the principles of the majority of the country, you're going to lose again. So next thing you know, we're going to be dealing with somebody else y'all don't like, all because y'all want to go AOC, Jasmine Crockett, and Gavin Newsom. If Democrats want to win again, you can't abandon common sense, logic, and moderate independent thinkers. No, you can't just keep forcing this stuff right here on parents and their children. As for this Snoop situation, I'm definitely.
So, do y'all feel like why are they pushing this stuff? Like, what would be the reason? I want to know what y'all feel in the comment section. But what y'all feel like the overall reason why they pushing it is to, what they say, groom the kids. Like, if the kids are seeing weirdo stuff, it's like they could be groomed. But this boy was standing on business.
Not going along with these weirdo hippies. They're out here having complete meltdowns, cursing him out. And of course, if you don't agree with their double commandments they're promoting on the liberal side,
Nah, what about Roger Jackson, man? I did a video, man. I did a video about that little fight he had, but what happened with him, Ray said? Trev said population control. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Population control, white genetic survival. Yeah, if they keep pushing. I see. What Roger Jackson do, man? I may have to put something on him. But I was shocked to know that Snoop received backlash, but I don't think he got charged yet. I didn't see nothing about him getting charged, but he definitely didn't get charged yet. I don't know, but I think it was a high level stunt. But check this out, Grady. Everybody talk about Grady. And Grady actually did something here. Check this out.
Catch and release. And isn't it interesting that he came into this country in the area of Chula Vista, California? So in 2021, he's in this country illegally. He's caught and released as opposed to being taken into custody, and proceedings began at that time. Let's fast forward to July of 2024. He's arrested in Galveston, Texas for DUI. Apparently, he doesn't show up for court. Now, I don't know whether or not Galveston reported him to ICE when they arrested him for being in the country illegally or not. I can tell you in 2024, we always reported people to ICE that we came into contact with. In fact, we did a daily report of everybody we arrested so that they could interconnect it with their database. So I'm going to presuppose that happened in Galveston, Texas as well. But not only did they not hold him.
Yo, I'm about to hit my man. You know what's crazy? I was talking to one of my partners and he be so on that Democrat side, bro. And I hit him and I say, hey, bro, cause he a CDL, he got his CDL. I'm like, damn, bro, since they done arrested some immigrants that was having CDLs, bro, maybe you can, the price of the loads gonna go down. He was like, man, that's that right thinking, man. That Trump side of thinking. I'm like, dang, bro, I'm just seeing what's going on. But I'm probably gonna tell him, man, you should probably jump on ICE, man. They got a 50,000 signing bonus. He probably feel like ICE. No, man, that's the right stuff. Like, I don't know how you get caught up in the politics. You heard about what's happening to the black truck drivers in NC? No. No, what happened? Anything with immigrants? Might have to get y'all in, man. But let me let Grady speak. I'm gonna tap into that stuff though. Not to get on to
When
that
he was
real quick.
arrested by the local authorities,
Let me see what he talked
he
about.
was released apparently on bond or
Reverend
promised to
Greenback.
show up at
That's
court.
Doge, man.
Did he show up at
Reverend
court?
Greenback.
No, he didn't show up at court. So Texas issued a warrant for his arrest.
They getting lynched
However,
in NYC.
it is a no extradition warrant, which simply means if they get outside of the jurisdiction, whether that's the state or the county, then if you come in contact with this person, they will not take them into custody on those particular charges. So in 2024, he's arrested for DUI. He fails to show up. There's an outstanding warrant. He disappears again.
North Carolina, they getting.
Now I want to bring you to Polk County, Florida. This morning,
okay,
HSI detectives, investigators, special agents have a lead that he is at 1009 Buccaneer Drive in Lakeland. Now, I must tell you that Buccaneer Drive is a pretty rough area. So they send two agents by themselves to Buccaneer Drive because they have information that he's there. And now there's a warrant for deportation.
Yeah, man.
So the agents set up, and sure enough, they see him get in a vehicle with two other people and leave. They follow him out to Reynolds Road, which is on the east side of Lakeland, and they perform a traffic stop. The truck pulls over. They do.
Yeah, we got to stand on business with that. I'm finna go over that right now. That's crazy though. But that's crazy, man. Shout out to my boy, hey man. He said peace and Pan-Africanism. But let me put that on, man. Let me put my boy on real quick. Let me put him on. That was my boy Introvert. Introvert Rockstar, man. Shout out to him, bro. He shot me out and he done been shooting up. Let me see. I don't see it, bitch, dog. It ain't been nothing new. Let's see what we got, bro. Oh, that was a little minute ago, though. I'm trying to find it with that truck driver. Oh, you sent me the link, though. I can get it. Hold on. You did send the link. You did send the link, bro. It's all good. It is my interest. It was 2 weeks ago. Truckers need to travel in pairs. I got you. I'm finna get it right now. 2 months ago. You said 2 weeks ago, right here. 2 weeks. Black trucker gets murdered in Sundown Town. Boy be on it though. Shout out to him though, man. I see one that says black trucker almost get murdered. Let's see what you mean, man. That's not how trucking go. Travel in pairs and always be strapped. I mean, especially if you black, bro. But That's crazy though. It's cool though. But I did hear about it, man. A lot of truckers have been talking to me about that. Really, I used to truck across the country, me and my brother-in-law. Man, it's been consistent this year in NYC. Got you. Like, I don't, if it's been consistent, bro, I wouldn't need much.
Every time I hit a bottleneck, I build a new AI employee to crush it. I used to say that I had one AI employee working for me 24/7, but the truth.
About 10 minutes later, a man I later learned was Andrew Ferguson pulled up in a pickup truck and told me that I was there too early and I would have to go all the way around to the back of the line. I told him that I was told I could remain there until the gates opened, but he angrily told me to move, so I did. After moving the truck, I waited my turn in line. While I was waiting, I saw a line of pickup trucks pull up and block me in. About 5 men got out and walked to my truck. One of the men was Andrew Ferguson. He had a gun on his hip. Andrew came up to my truck and asked if I had his cell phone. I told him I didn't, but he insisted that I did. I told him he could search my truck if he really thought that I had it. He searched my truck and didn't find it. I even suggested that he call his phone from another phone so that he could find it. A few minutes later, I moved my truck to the honest position on the top of the hill. Once at the top of the hill, I started to unload. About 5 minutes, the same 5 men started running towards my truck. Andrew had a gun in his hand. When they reached my truck, they started screaming that I stole Andrew's phone. And they started pulling on my door, trying to open it. I was scared. So I put my truck in gear to leave the area, but because I was unloading, the power takeoff was engaged, so the truck would only crawl forward about 3 miles per hour. At that point, the men were banging on my truck. Andrew slammed his gun on my door, and I was terrified.
Louisiana vibe.
Then I saw that a bulldozer that ran right into my truck head on, throwing me across my cab of the truck. I also felt my trailer moving, and I realized that another bulldozer had tipped it up on its side.
And you already know this channel, we hold racist Caucasian people accountable, because if we don't, who will? And before we start this video, if we don't like black people, black issues, black talks, get to stepping. Clyde, North Carolina has a population of 1,424 residents. Majority are white, non-Hispanic, with significant Hispanic population as well. Specifically, there are 1,111 white residents, 188 white Hispanic residents, and 92 residents who identify as 2 or more races and are also Hispanic. The total Hispanic population is 290. Make that make sense. And how ironic, Trump would never send the National Guard to these sundown towns. But wait, do y'all remember this video from a few weeks ago? It was a truck driver sitting in his truck, and he was recording these racist Caucasian workers flipping over another truck driver's truck, where that truck driver who was being attacked, he dropped his video yesterday. He dropped the video yesterday, and he told his side of the story. And as a truck driver that drove over the road for 10 years, I'm always telling y'all, we have to stick together on that road, because the game is cold. Run the tape.
Everybody, anybody, I'm in Clyde, North Carolina, and they try to kill me, y'all. They try to kill me. I'm in Clyde, North Carolina. They try to kill me. They tried to kill me. I'm in Clyde, North Carolina. Okay? They on Clyde, North Carolina. They tried to kill me at the landfill. They tried to kill me at the landfill at Clyde, North Carolina. They just tried to kill me at the landfill in Clyde, North Carolina. Everybody, they just tried to kill me at the landfill at Clyde, North Carolina, because they said that I had a phone and the phone was being tracked and that I had it. Please don't shoot. Please, because I don't want nobody to kill me. Please, 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 I don't want to die.
Make that make sense. So they saying that he stole a cell phone. Let's be real. When we deliver to these sundown towns, we trying to get in and out. We already don't want to be there. To all my truck drivers, you already know. Once you enter these sundown towns, you see whatever town you're in, you see the sign, you can feel the vibes in your bones. You can feel the vibes in your soul. You can feel where you at. And look, in the comment section, to all my truck drivers, if I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. And then I said, wait. Let me read some of these comments from that video because they love to shout out black fatigue. But if you travel this country, you already know this is a sundown country. You already know these people, these racist people, they stick together no matter what, right or wrong. They gonna stay on code. Check this out. And the first dude said, guys, I think he's in Clyde, North Carolina. I'm not sure though. And the next guy said, we want to help you, but please let us know where exactly you at. Now, see, the whole time they trolling. See, to them, it's funny. They Caucasian. To them, it's funny. But to us, as black truck drivers, we got to move on this road differently. We can't move like everybody else. Yes, we're trying to make money. Yes, we're trying to go home to our family. Yes, you got to live on the road and stuff like that. But they can move how they want to move. Because most of this country is a sundown country. But somebody says something so simple, yet so real. Check this out. Y'all, this was serious. This happened a few weeks back, maybe even longer, with how time flies by. All he did was show up early. Why is this being blown out of proportion? Now, this dude was legit attacked because he was black. He was in a sundown town. This was even on the news. Make that make sense. And that was from a Caucasian person. But I keep telling y'all over and over and over again, don't get confused by these cities like Charlotte, North Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina, Greensville, North Carolina. Don't get confused by those cities just because they building new infrastructure, they building, they doing all this construction. Don't get confused by that. Nothing has changed. Go on those back roads, go on those mountain roads, and you will learn that North Carolina is still stuck in 1935. And if I'm lying, tell me I'm lying.
You may think that an adult that can't stop watching the P word looks something like this, but this is what they really look like.
Carolina worse than
This is me at age 21, and what I'm actually doing in this picture is
Wright Brothers Construction is committed to fostering a work environment and public presence built on respect, accountability, and integrity. Regardless of circumstances, threats, hateful language, and discrimination are not permitted within our company. Make that make sense. I'm not reading all that shit because they go on to say they sorry. They're not sorry. They sorry they got caught because if it was nighttime and that same incident happened, I believe they would have murdered that truck driver. And guess what? Now we don't have no footage. So that's why they don't like you recording nothing. Or that's why when something happened with our people in these sundown towns, nobody knows anything. But I bet you Trump won't send the National Guards. I bet you Trump, he won't send those National Guards to these sundown towns. I bet you. And if I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. I keep telling y'all, these people do the same thing over and over. It's in their blood. The game is cold. So before I go, I have to leave my new truck drivers, my rookies, with a solution because when you go to these sundown towns, you have to be ready. I'm not saying don't be on the road living in fear. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying just be ready because they love to catch our people off guard. If you have to go to a sundown town and get out of your truck, have your phone ready to record because this truck driver, you saw the video. I can't say what he said, but he said they trying to murder me. He probably was sleeping. He probably just chilling on his phone, and they came to his truck asking him that he steal a cell phone. And when you look at the video, it's a tractor in front of him. It's some type of machine in front of him, another one in the back trying to flip over his truck. He had to turn his phone on and start recording, and the other dude got mad, flipped him off, all type of stuff because he started recording, bro. And I promise you, if it was nighttime, they probably would have murdered this dude at nighttime, and no one would have knew about it because these people run in packs. They cowards. They run in packs and they try to catch you by yourself. And they thought he was by himself. So shout out to the other black truck drivers who was also recording, because that's very important. Like I say, we saw the video. They trying to murder me and everybody laughed. I'm like, bro, as a black person, you can hear the fear. Like, he was for real, for real. I'm not telling y'all to live in fear while you're on that road, but you have to be ready, man. I covered multiple stories of truck drivers being murdered in sundown towns. And guess what? Now the cameras don't work. All of a sudden, the cameras don't work. All of a sudden, no one in the town knows nothing. Make that make sense. So when you travel to these sundown towns, just be ready. Don't live in fear. Don't be scared of nobody. Just be ready. So to all my truck drivers, while you're on that road, be dangerous, be ready, and be smart. I'm out.
Straight up, yeah. So it'd be dangerous, man. So check this out. Should have just pulled off. I don't know, man, if it was that easy for him, but it's crazy out here. I'll tell you that much. Especially in North Carolina. I'm gonna put me and my brother would always strap. Oh, yeah. So, bro, but it's been a lot. This ain't the first time. It's always been going on with them sundown towns, but man, gotta be more careful out here, man. We gotta move in packs, man. We probably don't even need to be. We need to get a digital profession, man, for the people. That's why we need our reparation. Salute to the Reverend. So check this out, man. Shedeur Sanders, right? I told y'all that I felt like the NFL, he came out with a prime equity clause, right? Where you get more money from your name, image, and likeness than anybody, than what you did in the past. It's kind of like how college came into it. I'm gonna put that up before I play this little video here. I'm gonna show y'all the prime equity. The prime equity clause, which this is what they say. This is the real reason. I'm gonna play this, but check this out. This is the real reason why they saying people are the NFL kind of want Shedeur not to be in there. So the term prime equity clause is a recent and highly specific concept in sports contract inspired by NFL player Shedeur Prime Sanders. It is not a standard legal term in finance or general business, but rather a groundbreaking type of compensation clause that treats the athlete as a business partner. So they don't want business partners, right? They want, they want slaves. This clause provides the player a percentage of the revenue generated from the name, image, and likeness NIL, including merchandise, media, sponsorships. This gives athletes an ownership stake in their own brand value. So this is the real reason they say behind all of this. But let me let y'all hear my guy. Pittsburgh in the Midwest is worse than the South. Dang, so you saying there's more sundown towns in Pittsburgh? That's crazy.
The world, bruh. Kevin Stefanski, let it be known, Dylan Gabriel will be quarterback 2 going into the start of the season. He said he felt as if Dylan Gabriel proved enough to beat out Shedeur Sanders for that spot. We all know Joe Flacco was going to be the starter regardless. They've been broke that news down. But what was more shocking is him naming Dylan Gabriel to be the backup. Now, We know Shedeur Sanders had that one good preseason game when he was actually out there with the same line that Dylan was out there with this last time. Now, it's not fair because Dylan Gabriel had the opportunity to work out with the twos twice in two different game scenarios. Shedeur Sanders was thrown to the Wolves last game. He was out there with gym teachers and librarians, bro. Let's just keep it real. Now, Kevin Szymanski is definitely turning heads with this decision. Guys, I'm done talking. Let's roll the footage.
Not easy. And we work through these with a lot of information. And in this case, Andre has done a really nice job. He really won that job by being very consistent. Really, Dustin's somebody that I really admire as a person, admire as a player. Doesn't change any of that, how I feel about him, but really felt good about the work that Andre's put into this camp and really going all the way back to this spring. I know it was a whole lot of work for him. How important was that last field goal?
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow, and
money.
my husband Ryan died when he was 35 years old.
That's why they
when
treat
my two sons
to do it
were
like this.
a
It's all
newborn,
about-
so 4 months old.
Yeah, I think all of it matters, Tony. Obviously, it's hard to replicate a game winner, as you know. So it all matters. I think the big thing about these decisions is these are ongoing evaluations that we try to take in as much information as possible. And that's going back to work that we did in the spring, work that we certainly did in the summer. But to your point, those are.
He has to sit up and lie to the people. It's really about money. It's really about that prime equity clause. But he got to be up here because the NFL told him, bro, you cannot play him. We gotta park this guy on the bench. We can't even release him, because if we release him, somebody else it's just gonna cause so much controversy. We gotta get him somewhere and just say he's not good enough, so he don't get that money, because he'll get a lot more money. He's positioned as a quarterback, bro, to get groundbreaking money if he is great. Like if Shedeur Sanders is great, I think Lamar Jackson got $250 million. I think Patrick Mahomes got a lot. Like if he's a great quarterback, he's positioned to get probably turn into a billionaire, bro. Like that's how important
Moments
the
in
quarterback
football
is.
games and where you want to come through for your team, and Andre did.
What about Andre? Just the fact that he's never picked in an NFL game. Like how do you go about evaluating that body of work if you don't have that?
And until you've done something, you haven't done it type thing. So have a ton of confidence in him. He's a young man that's been through a lot, and we trust him.
And then just final, now in retrospect, how important was it for you to set that up? The Huntley thing and then to set up that pressure.
Yeah, I wish I was that talented, Tony. Yeah, I guess it goes back to this is a evaluation that is ongoing. It encompasses a lot of things.
What went into the trade for Kenny Pickett, and what does that make you say about the faith that you have in your two rookie quarterbacks to back up Joe this year?
Honestly, those type of things you can't predict them, and got a strong offer for Kenny. Kenny's a guy I think very highly of, and so do they. So I wish him well. He's a great person. He's a really good football player. But those are the type of decisions that you have to make.
Have you made a decision on who will back up Joe?
Dylan will be the backup.
It was your regret. Regret might be the wrong word, but that Kenny didn't really get a chance because of that injury.
Yeah, yes, definitely disappointed for Kenny in that he was out for all that time. Like I told you guys, he performed well prior to that, remained engaged all throughout that. So disappointed for him, but he's somebody that I think very highly of.
I predict that Archie Manning will
There will
win
be
that.
more than two running backs on this team.
Hey, Kevin, with the decision to trade Kenny, how much of that impacted by Dylan giving you the trust that he can be one step away when he gets the break?
Yeah,
I think you factor in everything, Scott. Truly, you look at it from a bunch of different angles. So certainly we made the decision and feel comfortable with Dylan serving that role.
Yeah, I can't say it went against him because this is what I'm gonna say. Ray
I don't know
said.
the exact day that
I
he's going
think
to be
he
back out here, and
may
he's doing great. I got to watch him work out yesterday.
change the
He
game.
looks
Like
really good.
this may have been
He's right where
necessary
he
so
needs
the
to be,
people can get paid.
and he's worked extremely hard in this rehab. So I'm excited about where he is, and
So he may
we'll
have
see
to
where
take
he
the
is
fall.
as the next couple days unfold.
You know, sometimes we got to come in the game and take a fall for the people behind us.
Did that 2-minute drive at the end of that game sort of convince you that you guys could part ways with Kenny?
You know, it kind of goes back to the previous discussion. It's such a all-encompassing evaluation. So everything the guys did in the games was important. We also saw a lot of them out here in practice, and how they are in, at their craft. And
NFL
he's
can
certainly somebody
replace the
that we think
brothers
is getting
with
better.
the others, just like the NBA. Yo, I'm out of here with this one though, but yeah, I feel like, yeah, man, it's like they already trying to do that. They're trying to get other countries into football and bring football over to other countries because I think because of the concussion situation, there's been so many concussions. So they just like, yo, people don't want their kids doing it eventually. They paying so much that they need that kind of labor that people that don't care. And I think you'll find that probably overseas, but yeah, man. Chat then. I'm gonna put that phone number up if y'all want to call in for a little bit. What time it is? 10. Y'all, what y'all think on all of the topics, man? If y'all wanna chop it up. Other than that, I'm gonna probably get up out of here. We got a new pipeline of Eastern European Canadian League football. They did say something about putting your boy on, giving him some ownership. Him and Shiloh. I heard LeBron working with the program to get overseas players to the NBA. That's crazy if he do. That'll be crazy, bro. That would be insane, man. But yeah, I think they're trying to get European players. They're trying to get everything overseas because it's cheaper. They're not gonna get a bad look about people, because people like, damn, man, there's people getting CTE, head problems. The NFL getting a lot of backlash. Yeah, so everything been pumping, man. But yeah, y'all know I'm gonna stay up on some stuff. I'm gonna link up with Trev, bro. We're gonna do a show, bro. We gotta get back to that. I'm gonna get my boy back on the show, bro, so we can do one. Warren Moon went through it all years ago. Yeah, Warren Moon, that great. Man, Doge being him. Let me holler at Doge. Yo, Doge.
What's poppin', Water God?
What's
What's
good,
poppin'?
man? Reverend Greenbacks, man. That's you?
I'm not sure who that is.
Oh, okay. I thought that was you. Yup,
I've heard of that name before, but I'm not sure who that is.
Okay. All right, bro. What's good? What you think about the topic today? What's good?
Oh, so you gotta be careful out here. Gotta be careful with career choices. Gotta watch who we're listening to,
Yeah. Fact.
You covered Roger, right?
Yeah, I cover Roger. Yeah.
And what you thought about Snoop Dogg, though?
I think Snoop Dogg got a right to say what he said about his grandson. I don't think he needs no backlash. I just think his personal opinion, So I'm with Snoop on that.
Right.
I'm with Snoop.
The one thing, see, I'm not a grandparent at all, Well, I could imagine, like, just watching something, and next thing you know, you get hit with, man, well, I want to tell him, like, I want to tell him he's too young to know.
Right.
Something of that nature, That's
Right.
like the defense mechanism, I would think.
Of course.
Like, man, shit. But that's just, it's too crazy out here. I mean, Disney has, man, I used to watch a lot of Disney movies, man, when I was younger.
Right, man. They gotta get canceled right now.
Oh yeah. I never got to catch that one too, but I had already heard about that one. But yeah, Roger, I think he, I think it's a conspiracy
Against Roger.
Yeah, Roger Jackson. I think just like how we got a high rolling customer coming up to the crap table to the poker table. This is who he's gonna be. He's a mark. Roger was a mark.
Why he was a
Because
mark?
Rampage hang out with these people too. And I don't think the relationship as father and son is healthy at all. Now, Rampage suffers from colorism.
Yeah.
It's no different from like parent probably getting their kid addicted on fentanyl, trying to control them.
Right.
He got that technique with his son. He can never be the best.
I'm finna play this.
He's independent mentally.
Got you. I'm finna play this. It's a little thing that Nick Fuentes said about Roger.
Okay.
He called them out, and I'm gonna see what everybody think about that. He said something about black people too, and he probably pushing content. He probably pushing something, saying something wild. But I want to hear what wild stuff he got to say about Roger.
All right.
All right, and we'll reconvene after that, man. So hit back on the line.
All right, you want me to call back?
Yeah. After that, man,
All right.
we'll see what you think.
All
right, dog. So y'all check it out, man. This is what Nick Fuentes said.
People see this and they go, man, why are you always talking about black people, this and that? Because there just needs to be some shame here. Well, there's a few reasons. First, white people are every single bit justified in being racist. Every single bit justified, to the extent that means
Somebody need to catch him, bro. Somebody, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I ain't think I seen it something where somebody was like, hey, tripping, but this is crazy.
going out of your way to avoid black people when you see them. Every bit justified. And you want to know why? Because we see what happens. And nobody is under any obligation due to liberal ideology to put themselves in harm's way. If you're a white person and you're going to work or going to the ball game or going to the city at night, you don't want to enter into the terror dome,
right?
Where you're suddenly in a sudden death match. You're like in the gulag in Call of Duty fighting for your life all of a sudden because you got on the wrong train car. Because a car full of black people pulled up on you by the bus stop. You turn and you walk the other way. You avoid their neighborhoods. You avoid going out on Memorial Day or Labor Day weekend at night in certain places. When you see them, you start walking. I'm
starting to think they saying this because of the sundown town. I think they making black towns seem like they got sundown towns. Like if you're a white person, you could just go in a black neighborhood and you just might die that night. When we literally reporting this of black people. You get what I'm saying? It's like this is a cover up for all of that. It's like they could say all of that and control how we acting in music videos and stuff and be like, yeah. But truth be told, y'all got real towns where black people are getting killed right now. Truckers coming up missing, people coming up
walking in the other direction. And we are every bit justified because we see what's going on and we don't want to die. It's that simple. That's pattern recognition. That's not racism.
Like
that's pattern recognition. That's one.
Pattern recognition in this country, bro, has been the mob stuff y'all been doing. Ain't no pattern recognition. I can't, man, I wish people can, I'm gonna have to, this is crazy. Like he ain't talking about none of the, I was just watching something where some people had died, a white dude, bro, this stuff, people be doing some crazy
and
stuff.
Two, I really hope, because I'm rooting for black people, like I'm rooting for humanity. I'm rooting for everybody to be safe and to be healthy and to be happy. I really hope that somewhere out there, although I'm not optimistic, black people are starting to develop some sense of self-awareness. Where's the shame? Aren't you people ashamed? When I see these clips of the graduation ceremonies where they're twerking on stage and dancing, when I see these videos of the black cheerleaders on the basketball court brawling it out, when I see the Carmelo Anthony, and not only that, but then they raise $500,000 for him and then they get a public defender. When I see that video of a black security guard rifling through the pockets of an unconscious white guy that got his ass kicked, and the list goes on and on and on. You have to ask the black people that are normally so proud, and with the chip on their shoulder, aren't you ashamed? Are you not ashamed when you see these things? Are there any black people that see this and have the slightest lick of self-awareness, of common sense, of decency to say, are you not ashamed to see these scenes play out over and over again? Where's the accountability? And this is where that word fatigue comes in. We're just tired of seeing it. You see these clips and you know every race of person, maybe except for most blacks, white, Chinese, Indian, Hispanic, and even liberals see these clips and they say, are you surprised? They shake their heads. They say, yep. Usual suspects. They say, yep, that's about right. Are you not ashamed? And when are black people going to turn that around? I'm so sick of, and I think all of society.
Check this out. You know what's real crazy about this is if you said, when is Jewish people going to do something? You would get, oh my gosh, why are you generalizing? Oh my gosh. You talking about all of the little hats. Why can't you talk about all of, you know what I mean? He's literally saying black people. They go. This is on national television. I mean, he's a big media guy. He's literally saying this, like generalizing black people. Like when do they let you do that about?
Society is sick of hearing about all these excuses, and even the conservative blacks will give them. Like Jason Whitlock is a perfect example. When I gave a similar monologue about Austin Metcalf and Carmelo Anthony, Jason Whitlock, who's a black conservative at the Blaze, said that this is a demonic sentiment. He said the problem is a lack of Christianity or something or other. The problem is a lack of accountability. And I think a lot of black people hide behind these various things, whether it's the liberals that say it's slavery and racism, or it's the conservatives, and they blame it on welfare, hip hop, or the Great Society. It starts with you. It starts with every individual black person making choices like we all do. Who's raising these fucking people? Who's raising these people? It's other black people. It's baby mamas and baby daddies I mean, who's perpetuating this? And who does it benefit to make these excuses and to say it's everybody else? So I see this stuff and look, yeah, we are going to call it out. We, the Americans, we the white people of America, we the peaceful, law-abiding, tax-paying people of America are saying, hey, blacks, get your shit together. Get your fucking shit together. We are fucking tired of you. We are tired of seeing this
Now
stuff.
they got white
It always
people
seems to
talking
be
like
you. Do you know that, and I'm just expressing what is a common sentiment. Do you know that everybody thinks that if we snapped our fingers and you all disappeared tomorrow, everybody thinks our quality of life would go up? Do you realize that? I'm just saying it, everyone's thinking it. When we think of what's wrong with Chicago, it's like utopia. Chicago is like a utopia. Beautiful riverfront, beautiful lakefront, concerts in the park, ball games in the park, beautiful art.
What's important is he said, you know, we thought that if we get rid of you, it'd be a better part. For me going over to Black Sun downtown and going over all of that, and now hearing him saying that, that's exactly what they're saying. And that's why they want us to look so crazy. You know, the program does crazy, you know, because where do we learn all of this from? It's not in our lineage. This stuff is in their lineage. They had weirdo stuff like this in their lineage before. But they're gonna say it came from us. Like, nah, this ain't come from us. But man, y'all, I gotta get out of here, man. I gotta get out of here. But let me know what y'all think, man. I can't, man. This dude here just wrapping up. He's just saying now they're able to have white people to say stuff like this, but race, preferred put trailer to all white folks. Yeah. But it's been a lot of crazy stuff in the news that white people been doing, man. But I'm gonna have to chop this up. I'm gonna probably have to talk about this. This probably gonna go viral. And a lot of people gonna be saying they're gonna be black people. Mark my word. It's gonna be black people that's gonna watch this and they're gonna say, yes, I agree with Nick Fuentes saying because he's generalizing all black people. But you can't generalize all small hats. Somebody say, why are you generalizing? You got to say the net, you know what I mean? You can't just say all of them. But they do that to us when they want to publicize black people. They bundle you up. Pervert Park, look it up. Yeah, like the Epsteins. It's a lot of weirdo stuff, bro. We sick of that. We see that goes on with, you know what I mean? The pedophilia rings, bro. It's like, but man, I gotta get out of here. Y'all got a little work to do, man. I appreciate y'all, bro. I will be tapping in tomorrow, man. I appreciate all y'all for tapping in. Trail Jackson, man. We got a link. I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you on the text, bro. We gotta put something together. Shout out to Race Head, man, Reverend Greenback, Doge, Avatar. Appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. I'm gonna drop something tomorrow live. I just started this Kick too, so I'm gonna see how that works. Been going live on it, but y'all check me out on Kick. I'm gonna be streaming and doing something on there as Water God, GAWD. So I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one, man. Peace and love, Pervert Parks. That's crazy. I'm gonna look into that, man. I'm probably gonna do a video on that this week. So y'all look out for that, man. I'm gonna do some information. But I appreciate y'all, man. Keep it solid. Standing on FBA business. Peace and love.